Hello and welcome to another free code session. My name is Jason Bach, and I think I have enough drive to do one more episode tonight. So yeah, we're gonna get to it. So I actually figured out with the mock information to check to see if we have any static abstract type or members, and if we do, report it as a diagnostic. I thought I could just do this on the given type, especially if it's an interface, but I decided, no, the right place to do it is here after you've gone through all of them, because you need to go like types above you. And my original approach was only looking at the type. I kind of, in the back of my head, I thought, that's not going to work. And as I found out, no, it's not. So now it does work. And a lot of the types that it was trying to mock are now being reported as, you can't mock this because it's not valid. So, okay, cool. That eliminated a bunch of things. Another thing that got eliminated was adding the assembly for invalid enum argument exception. I was getting errors about the fact that it couldn't find or resolve the actual assembly that it was forwarding to or whatever. And just by putting this in here, that took care of that. So the one thing now that we have remaining for these core.NET types is these warnings I'm getting when I'm doing a make. With the nullability of reference type and value type blah, blah, blah does not match blah, blah, blah. Okay, so we're going to actually debug this, see what the code looks like, and figure out what's going wrong. Now, do I actually grab the... Yeah, it does. Okay, it does say where on the line. Okay, good. So on the output compilation, we should have two... Oh, come on. We should have two syntax trees. Yes, we do. Yeah, let's copy the second one and put that. Yeah, we can get rid of that. I don't think that matters anymore. Got to keep that one around. Okay, so this was at line what? 157. So let's go to 157. And what is it saying? Nullability of reference type and value of type task of string doesn't match target type task of string. This is... Oh, well, that's... Okay. This is just from doing the generators. That doesn't have any... But now when we do the emit, what I bet it will do, it will say, here are the diagnostics, and it has 8. Okay, so one is a hidden one, unnecessary using directive. We don't really care about those. But 157 and 161. So 151 and 161. So on a stream reader, if we go back to, I've noticed the go to definition seems to be a lot better. Like it gives you a nice clean file like this. So 157, read to end async. Let's go read to end async. It should be returning a task of string. Task of string, task of string. Shut up, stomach. If I'm reading this right, this should be, like if I said var x is equal to new string, this is not going to work because this is a, let's just say null. And then we say read to, what is this? Read to end. Well, there should be an async here, right? Yes, there is. And this is a task of string. And we're doing the one that's 157. Yeah, these two. I don't understand the error. The error should be that a nullability of reference types in value of type task of string doesn't match target type task of string. I really don't know what you're talking about. In line 157, task from result. If I say var x is equal to task from result. What is this? It's a, yeah, okay. That's the problem, is that by saying default of string, we are saying the default of string is a nullable. And that's a problem because if we do something like, if we, my son is, I really hope nobody can hear him. If I say public class stream reader, we'll just do that. And then I throw this in here. Yeah, that's exactly the error is giving, is a null error reference type of the. So how do we fix this? Do I do this? Does that? Yeah, now if we do expression body as member, that fixes it. Hold on. I love the enthusiasm. I just bring it down. So that's what we need to do, is when we do a make, we're always just, like you can see here, we're always just returning a default. Now for a value type, it doesn't matter. Though that's interesting. There we say, I mean, the bang is just, I am saying it is not null. So the fact that it's doing here is kind of weird. It shouldn't matter. Yeah, again, default, like default of, and you can't say here, like this wouldn't work. I think that it doesn't have enough information. Yeah, it would say, I have no idea what you're talking about. But that is, so I'm almost wondering if we just say, always put a exclamation point after everything, because why not? Why would you not do that? So, okay, so we know what the problem is. And makes are really just like, it's exactly like that. So if we look at the method value builder, we say, where's the word default? We don't care about default values. Default task from result. Yeah, like right here. See, we're doing it down here for value task. I don't know why we're not doing it. Maybe we just missed it. Like that's default of that. Okay. Okay, what I want to find is default, except match the case. So that has a exclamation, that does. And match whole word only. Well, whatever. Default. Okay, and that's value builder. What about void builder? Let's find default. That's always that. Oh, because void doesn't return anything. So, well, then why do we have a, oh, it's because of the out parameter. Okay, fine. So we do that. We can now say that's value void. What about property builders? Let's find default. That's good. What about indexers? Default. I don't think there's ever a way to do a default of a task. Okay, so that should take care of it. Right. So let's see what we get now. Well, we still got a couple problems. We got 7. Okay, and we were at, where were we? 29. So what I want to do down here, let's put in fixes, because we want to make sure that we have fixes here. Fixes. Issues. Always for makes any returned values are always defined as default. Yeah, because that will ensure. But now we got these. Okay, so what's this? Let's look at that. Nullability of reference type in value type does. I thought we just fixed this. It's all these stream readers, text readers, and reading this and reading that. How dare they? All right, so let's go back to stream reader, do the dance, and we do want to get down to here. Okay, so we have output compilation, syntax trees. You got two, copy that one, copy value, and then we have one that says at line 148. Oh, well, yeah, you can't. If the nullability of the return type for the task, okay. And this would only be in the return because it's the only time we're doing a task of something. Value builder. So down here, we're saying task completed, task that equals a task of T. So I think what we want to do is you can't do that there, of course. But now we want to say, we know because we're using a task of type that if var is default nullable. So we want to say here now is return type dot type arguments nullable annotations. That's an array of nullable annotations. So what we want to say here is for the 0th one is equal to, this is going to be something like nullable annotation none or just do that. Okay. What? Where is this being defined? How dare you? Task return. I don't. Well, wait a minute. Where is return type then? Where is that being defined? No, that's a string. We don't. Yeah, we don't want that. We want. Yeah. So we're going to say that. Or it's equal to. Well, actually, we can say the only case we care about is if it's annotated, right? Because if it's annotated, then what we want is we want a string dot empty. Otherwise, we want that because if the thing that's being returned is annotated as being nullable, then we don't want to put a question or we want to put a bang there. Otherwise, we do. What do you call that? What do you call that? Is return not nullable? Hold on. This is hold on. Okay, I had to look it up. I remember it was like null okay operator, but it's a null forgiving operator. Is null forgiving. So that's where we're going to put that there. Okay. And then we can say task return type because we already, okay, we went too far. That. There we go. And then we want the same thing for the value task, because the value task is it's the task, but the type that's coming in can or cannot be, like, you can have a value task a string, I believe, right? You could have like I don't see why you can't have private static value task of string. Oof. Right? But that's okay. I mean, value task can be that's fine. Yeah. Okay, so we probably want to do the same thing here. So we add, let's do this, task return type. We want to say task, we want to be consistent to what we're doing here. The type argument is type argument of 0, that. And that's also what we want here. Okay. So we don't need this anymore. What we're going to say is null-forgiving is the same thing here. There. Okay, now I think this will do the right thing. And yeah, that looks a little bit repeated code, but me. Let's run it again, see what happens. Okay, well, we're down to 4. All right. You want to play that game? We can do that. Did I keep StreamReader around? Is that what this is? No, it's StreamReader. Of course it's StreamReader. Of course it wouldn't be that. Nullability of type parameter value. So, well, let's just do indented text writer because I'm biased. I like indented text writer. No, don't. I like that it does that. I like that it puts it in, but I want to keep these, actually in this case, full names, because I want to keep the usings, because I will keep copying things in and out, and I don't want to constantly have a big full using list up there. It makes more sense for what I'm doing to actually use full type names here. So let's debug. Okay, so we should see 7. Yeah, okay, good. So let's get the syntax tree. Syntax trees to copy value. Come over here, put that in here. And then what is the line number? 279. 279. So I don't get it. Nullability of type value doesn't match overridden member. Okay. Sure. Let's say I wanted to do my own public class indented text writer, which derives from indented text. Indented text writer, except no. Okay, so now I want to do override. What are we overriding here? New line. Okay, cool. So we say set. And what's this? Oh. Well, ain't that cute? The override code that is created from the, the little helper there does the same thing. Oh, is this bull crap, allow null crap, thingy crap? New line. Allow null. I am handling it. But in I've run into this before. In the create, I handle it. If I look into property builder, there's got to be something for allow null in here, right? Yeah. And so then in build setter here, We look for allow null. Somewhere in here, it's got to be being used, right? Nullable flag. What's funny is that the code that I generate doesn't even put the allow null on it, which I thought I was putting attributes on all the generated stuff. So it uses nullable flag. Where's that used? Value. Okay, well that doesn't, yes, we use allow null because we're checking to see, does the attributes of the property have any allow null in it? And I don't know if we actually do put, this is the property builder on the make. We do. Okay, so we should be doing the same thing that we are doing all here. But we use attributes. We use get all attributes. Not just get attributes. We say get all. Aha. Okay, so before I go completely loopy. Cool. Okay, so now here, this is the property builder. There is no set and init. We just say get all attributes because we say, wait, what was the allow null shows up the value parameter setter if the property is not abstract as a setter, so we need to go deeper. if I could put in a GIF of or the image of the scene in Inception, that's what I'm trying to get at here is, yeah, we need to add that in there. So I think this actually solves it. I think. God, there's so much up here. Let's go to program. Okay. So yeah, we want to get rid of that. And I want to get rid of this. Hopefully one more time with feeling. And that's what you want to see. Cool. So now we have all the core .NET types are succeeding. So we can put back up here. We can say resolved, resolved. Any return values. We'll say this because I think this is actually correct. Any task or value task return types are marked with the null forgiving operator when the return type is not nullable. Yes, because that's what we were trying to, because we were, yes. Okay, and I think that's the only fix we really did here. Also, for makes allow null now shows up on properties when the base property has it defined. Okay, that's cool. So last thing I want to do is, let's do this. Let's say git commit 174 fixed a couple of things. There, I like that. Let's commit that, push that in. And all I want to do now is, let's see. We want to pull this down here. And let's see now what, because now we can say resolved for .NET 7. Let's see if we do compute sharp, what we get to now. Okay, so I'm just curious. I'm not going to fix anything. Just going to check. Okay, that's done. I'm wondering if, yeah, I'm wondering if these had, you know, static abstract members and stuff. So this is resolved. Because these no longer actually happen because we don't do those anymore. Okay. So, okay, come on, CSLA. Come on, Rocky, don't let me down. Let's see what CSLA does. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I was mistaken. I was wrong. The other one didn't do anything either. So, yep, we got problems. We got issues, which is good because we do not want to say these are resolved. We want to push this up. Let's put this back there, go down here, put that there, bring this up, go over here. And what is, I'll encode these in just a moment. Well, it's kind of, oh God, did I actually get lucky and grab all of them? No, I did not. Sorry, run it again. Okay, now I grabbed them right. Okay, so we have 38 errors and 13 errors down there. So that's the next one. I think the thing I was saying is that, yeah, there were no errors. These are just for ones that have errors. And the other compute sharp did not. This one does. So I will put those in here and we'll look at tackling that next. Ugh, I can't even talk. This is a good indicator that I need to stop. We'll be tackling these next time. Thank you all for watching. Leave comments and questions below. See you in the next episode.